something embarrassing to share. A few weeks ago, my husband and I had a very hot morning, like in a good way. And later in the day, I sent him a racy text message about it. But I accidentally sent the message to the wrong man. I sent it to someone who was like a father figure to me, and I didn't even realize it until a few hours later when he texted me back. Now, both men were really good sports about it, but I was mortified. Over the next several days, I kept beating myself up over doing such a stupid thing. There was a voice in my head saying, "Tiffany, you are so irresponsible. Only teenagers do silly stuff like that." And as I spiraled downward into this negative self-talk, I fortunately had an epiphany. If the voice that you hear is making you feel terrible, it's probably not your own. I spent a lot of time talking to women who are incredibly talented, but who also are plagued with self-doubt. It's as if we've got a recording on repeat in our head, and it says things like, "I'm not good enough, I'm not organized enough, I'm not strategic enough, I'm not smart enough." You know, when we hear negative messages from other people, it can be very easy to deflect those, but it is much tougher when we feel like that negative voice is coming from inside of us. So I want you to try something that I learned from Joanna Barsh when I was taking a program called Centered Leadership. Joanna encouraged all of us to name that voice in our head. I named mine Cynthia, and I started to give Cynthia a piece of my mind after a few days of beating myself up over the TextGate scandal. "Cynthia, I've done way worse than this. I really think that you're making something small into something much bigger. I'm moving on now." Remember, if the voice that you hear in your head is making you feel terrible, it probably isn't yours. To get advice about how to squelch for good that negative voice in your head, I want you to check out this book by Jackie Plumé. It's called The Bitch in Your Head: How to Finally Squash Your Inner Critic. I had the opportunity to serve on a panel with Jackie last year at the Massachusetts Conference for Women, and I can tell you she's hilarious, she's insightful, and she's very wise. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.